Are there trends for when a partnership potentially won't work out? I think there are some signs typically that manifest from a project level. I think a lot of the project team members, whether developers or the analysts working on requirements or low-level code, will give you the first indication if there's a mismatch between the vendor and a corporate partner.
I think I probably would have started earlier getting a broader base of participation across the company. So I think a lot of times when innovation efforts or startup partnerships fail, it's because there's a small group of folks who are really into it that want to make these things work, but we haven't always done the best job of then reaching out to the business areas and everyone else and making sure that there's widespread participation. So I would say from the start, I would just make sure we had more participation, more support before we got into it, because that's something you're going to learn the hard way if you don't.
I learned that a lot of people inside a big corporation doesn't have a clue about what a startup is. And I've learned that a lot of people in the startups, they don't have a clue how a corporation works. There's both arrogance in both sides. So you have to be humble and try to find a way to work.
I think a big way plug and plays help to minimize the risk is just by applying their process and their filtered everything. We know that they've done so much work before we even meet a startup or are exposed to them that we kind of, they tailor it to us. So I would say number one is just in the sourcing and knowing that. And then they've just always been great for perspective, whether that's a broad macro trend and what are some of these startups that are working in that space or on that problem and getting us connected there. Down to specific solutions that we may have. So it's just a combination of great sourcing and all the work they put in, and then just being there for us when we need that perspective.